Hello and welcome here to the Darren Pearson Stadium here for live commentary of this Northern Premier League East match between North Shields and Stocksbridge Park Steels. The teams are coming out here in the North East today as we finally get back underway the game after several frozen pitches have kept us away from playing for the last week. So we'll read the teams out for you quickly before we get started here today. So the North Shields team is as follows. Finley Hodgson in net, one of the few goalkeepers to have scored a goal this season after a last-minute equaliser against Ossett early in the season. Then it's Stephen Forster, Chris McDonald, Liam Doyle, Evan Fogarty, Jack Walker, Thomas Potter, Connor Oliver, Daniel Wilson, Callum Larmouth and Cameron Cunningham. The Stocksbridge team is as follows. Ben Townsend in goal, Bailey Baker, Jack Tinker comes in for Jordan Lemon, Mitch Langton, Charlie Oglesby, Elliot Murray, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Thomas Poole, Lewis McCaskill and Ifya Fabu. North Shields bench is Daniel Turner, David Robinson, Jonathan James Crisp, Paul Van Zanvlier and David Palmer. The Stocksbridge bench is Jordan Lemon, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, Dylan Yumby and Andy Ring. So Kieran Downey, the referee, is just placing the ball in the centre spot before we have a customary coin flip. You may notice my voice is a bit different today. I've unfortunately got a bit of a cold going into this, but we will persevere through it. So we're just having Ross Goodwin there having the handshakes with the North Shields captain as we are just 2 minutes away from kick-off here today in this game. The last time these two sides faced, the very first time they ever faced, was back at the start of December. A 1-1 draw in that game. North Shields scoring with the second penalty of the match before a late equaliser from Dylan Yumby on the bench today got Stocksbridge a point and continued their unbeaten run, and that has continued to this game as the Seals look to press for promotion this season. So we just continue to wait as Thomas Poole looks like he will be getting the game underway in a moment. And some of the North Shield fans here, there were some of the loudest fans to have come to Brackenmore this season earlier on, and we're likely to be the same sort of thing now. We're up here at their ground. But despite that, Stocksbridge will want to continue their good form over the last few weeks, getting a win at Carlton 2 weeks ago, the last time they played a game after the games against Lincoln were called off, and Ossett last week. So and here we go. So Thomas Poole kicks off. So Stocksbridge Park Seals in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right, while North Shields are in an all-red kit with white trim, kicking from right to left. Bailey Baker's doing a bit of a fight for the ball, gets tackled. It's out for an early throw-in in this game. So Bailey Baker with a throw-in in the North Shields half. Throwing it down the line. Goodwin heads it on. Poole tries to chase on, but cleared. Only back to Goodwin, who continues to head it forward, but it's going to be a bit of head tennis here before Goodwin tries to hook it down, gets it to Turner, back to Baker on the right-hand side, switch through to Fabu, who's trying to get past his man. Tackle goes in, it's going to be a throw-in close to the North Shields penalty box. Stocksbridge trying to start on the front foot at the moment as Baker comes forward to take the throw-in. Baker takes his short throw, tries to get a Fabu, but it's blocked off and cleared by the North Shields. Another throw into Stocksbridge. They're keeping it in the North Shields half for the first minute of this game so far. Seals looking to see if they can prize on getting an early goal. Seals not typically getting early goals this season, but throwing it out to Poole here, who just putting a cross in, looking for the far end, and only needed someone to tap it in, but it's gone back. It's been recycled to McCaskill's, looking for space, trying to cut it, needs to take a shot. He's been delaying it, takes a shot now, blocked, goes back to Goodwin, who tries to put it back, blocked again, back to Poole, takes a shot, another block. North Shields defending well at the moment, and North Shields going to try and break it. Being well tackled there by Tinker. Tinker's going to put the overlapping run in. Here comes the cross, but cleared by North Shields. Going to go back to Mitch Langton here, who's going to try and put the ball back in. Poole flicks it on, but no one really on the flick on, and it's just going to go back to the goalkeeper Hodgson there. Some good early play from Stocksbridge, and the offside flag, I believe, was up as well. So back for Hodgson now, who's going to take that, sends it long out here, going to be headed on by North Shields. Will try to get to Cunningham there, but it's been cleared still with North Shields. Cunningham on the left, looking to see if he can slip someone through, but he's just holding on the ball, takes a short pass, tries to get the 1-2 back to Cunningham, but cleared away. Faber's going to fight for this one, but he loses that header out to McDonald before it goes back to McDonald after a touch from another North Shield man. tries to get through here to Wilson, looking to get it down the left wing. Back to Cunningham on the left wing, looking to get the beating of Elliot Murray, but Murray's covered it well, got the ball, and he's just looking to clear it away, and he does get it. The short pass off to Goodwin, who now sends it long to Poole. Poole takes a touch. Well in tackle, but still with Poole. Poole just getting passed out, past his man really well, and Jack Walker slipped while Poole gets past him. Poole's looking to get the ball across. It took a deflection, that ball across, and Hodgson's claimed it for. McCaskill can get onto it. It's just currently with Lamau first. North Shields build it out. But as he passes back to Fogarty, a bit beyond Fogarty, but he is able to get back to it. Back with Hodgson now. Hodgson takes a touch, being closed down by McCaskill, but gets it away just in time. Headed on there by North Shield, but goes back to Bailey Baker comfortably, who's going to take the short pass back now to Ben Townsend, who takes his first few touches of the game. We will, of course, try and keep you up to date with other Northern Premier League East fixtures at the moment. There is no goals in the rest of the league yet, as the pass goes through to Turner, but it's with a heavy touch, and he's been robbed of the ball there by Potter. Now we're just with North Shields. They spread out to Cunningham here on the left-hand side. He cuts inside, to make that past Baker. Turner's there to cover off. Cunningham first backwards, back with Doyle now, who takes the ball forward, looking for the run of McDonald. It's a good ball to McDonald, who's going to try and slip through Wilson here, but well robbed by Murray there, who's read that pass really well, and he's cleared it out now. But that is just going to go back to Cunningham, who gets it back here to Fogarty. Now spread out to Forster on the right-hand side. Now to the right wing here, so with Larmouth, who's trying to just get past, but he's forced backwards, back to Potter. Takes a few touches. North Shields being patient in the build-up for now, as Doyle is going to spread it sideways here. There's a little slip from North Shields as they try to slip it through. Wilson trying to get the touch, but it's not a great one, and Langton's going to carry that and send it long. No one's really there to go collect it long. It's going to end up being a throw it in here if North Shields are allowed to go out. They're not going to allow it to go out, actually. And Walker takes the sideways pass here to Fogarty. Fogarty carries it forward. Oh, Stocksbridge! And if you face a lovely pass there from Thomas Poole that slips to Afebu, uses his pace to break through the middle of the defenders there, and Afebu there has given the Steels the lead in this game. And Stocksbridge will look to make the most of this lead now that they have got it. It must be one of the signs of the season for Stocksbridge at the moment.
Finish it, Faye, well done!
So, great start for Stocksbridge. North Shields have now just got us back underway here. Just trying to slip it through here as North Shields trying to get back immediately onto it. They've kept it in quite well there as well. It's just currently we're going to go back to Hodgson now, though. And he's just taking the touch, Hodgson, before sending it long here. He's going to try and get down the right wing, bit of holding there on Potter, but no free kick given, and Steels have just booted that one into the other field there. So it's just currently in the midfield here with Connor Oliver. He's been playing it, but it's been well tackled, and Stocksbridge get it forward, but it's going to go back to Jack Walker here, who spreads it out here now to the left-hand side with Chris McDonald. North Shields looking to get back in. Steels now leading 1-0 after 6 minutes. Cunningham here cuts inside. Back here for Doyle. Doyle's going to try and put the ball through into the box. May work here, but Townsend there has managed to get enough of a foot hand onto it. Thomas Potter slipped through the defence with that long ball. Well, just can't get enough of a touch on it to get it past Ben Townsend, who read that really well and may have saved his team there. Townsend sending it long here, looking for Thomas Poole, but the header's going to be won by Fogarty, and it's going to go down. Loudmouth's just gone down there under a challenge, and it's going to be a free kick here for North Shields on the halfway line. Yeah, so just who they think the update not coming from football web pages as it usually does. The update actually coming from Graham Furnace that Sheffield FC have had a man sent off in their home match against Grantham. Connor cuts there. Oh, and high press from Stocksbridge there. The pass goes immediately back to Stocksbridge. Good. Pools just slipped it back to McCaskill on the left-hand side, who's got some space. Has been closed down then by Fogarty. McCaskill, though, he's got tackled. It's really well worked by Fogarty, who's actually just saved it from the corner. Slide tackling the corner flag at the same time, much like Jamie Vardy did to the Sheffield United corner flag when he scored against him. By the way, if you take your quid for every time we mention Jamie Vardy in a Stocksbridge commentary, there's your first one. So just a throwing right near to the corner flag for the Steels as they see if they can get a quick fire second here. Go back to McCaskill, back on the left hand side. Tinker tries to put the ball in, but it's not the Gress ball, and Doyle collects it, and Doyle will clear it under very little pressure. Gets it through to Wilson here, works as the target man for North Shields, and he's having a good all fight there with Oglesby, and it's just going to play, and North Shields have got to throw it about 10 yards into their own half. So go back here to Walker, who's going to slip it to Cunningham. Peels for offside, and the offside is given, much to the annoyance of the North Shields fans here, who thought Cunningham may have just broke the line there.
Great idea.
And it's going to go with Townsend here for the free kick. So back for Townsend now to take it. Townsend's going to send it long here, looking here for Ife Afebu with good women's ahead, but he's going to go in the midfield. North Shields have it back. A bit of a slip from Thomas Poole. Looked a bit dangerous one. He was a bit bad getting back up with North Shields now. Press it into the box. So it's just with North Shields in the midfield with Potter at the moment, as he's just going to get it to the right hand side here. Doyle looking for the ball. It's another offside flag. North Shields here trying to play on the line. It's not working from right now, but potentially deadly if it does work. We are 10 minutes gone in this game, and the Steels leading 1-0 at the moment. In a score update, Hebburn Town are leading 1-0 against Bridlington. Joe Walton has scored that goal. So he's back with Townsend to take this free kick. Townsend being tested with that early from Potter, but we saved it very well from that ball. But his ball there almost going to play, actually has gone out to play, not throwing for North Shield into their own half. They're happy to play it back in their own defence. North Shields going back there to Fodgson. It's now spread out to Chris McDonald. Here Fair tries to close in, but McDonald's feinted him quite well and has put it into the midfield with Connor Oliver, who's going to just put it to the right hand side, just with Doyle, who likes to sit back and dictate play as much as he can. Now with Fogarty, who takes a touch. I think he's looking for a runner, but he isn't, so he takes a short pass to Potter, who's looking for Cunningham on the cross-field ball. It's a bit of a slow ball, but Cunningham, as he cuts inside Cunningham, and he's going to just continue to run into the centre, and he's not been challenged much yet. Turner's the one closing him down now, though, as Cunningham gets it back to McDonald on the left. McDonald takes the pass essentially back to Connor Oliver. Oliver looking for the right-hand side here, but Tinker's read that really well, and Tinker's going to clear upfield for Poole to try and win it, but Fogarty's going to head it back to the right wing. North Shields trying to keep it in. Turner, though, tackles it well and tries to get him McCaskill, but well read there by Liam Doyle. He's going to try at the right-hand side, and it's going to be a free kick there for North Shields as well. Early opportunity for the home side here after 12 minutes in this game to get a good ball into the box, but instead they're going to take it short here, try and see if they can catch Stocksbridge out of sorts here, but it's been the first ball has been blocked off. Cunningham here has it back to the right side for Oliver, who first touch not the best, but he's gathered it now. Turner just closing him to avoid doing the source option, tries to loop it into Wilson, chests it down in the box, tries to spread it to the right wing. They just need to put a good ball in, but McCaskill's back defending it really well. Lewis McCaskill carrying it away, and he's going to get the beater in his man then, and it's fantastic from Lewis McCaskill to run away with the ball there. Fogarty's touch not the best as he put it further, and Poole's going to try and close that down, and it goes back to Hodgson, who is quite comfortable with his feet, spreads it out here to Walker. Walker here puts it into the middle here. Going to be just comfortable in the field with North Shields as they send the ball along, but it's just going to be comfortably collected there by Jack Tinker's actually going to go out for a throw before it even gets to him. So Tinker here will throw the ball down the line. Turner heads it on and gets to McCaskill, who's just looking to turn. He does turn, but he just can't not get past his man. Blocked off well by North Shields. North Shields look to try and get the counter attack. They always try looking to get down this left hand side. It seems to decide they're targeting at the moment through McDonald and Cunningham. Cunningham's got it being forced backwards. Goodwin's got him with a foot, but Cunningham's avoided that tackle and got it back in. Now it's with McDonald on the left. Takes a touch. He's back in there, halfway in their own half here. As McDonald almost gets caught out with that pass. Poole almost nipped onto it, but Fogarty has it still. Fogarty gets it onto the right here now with Potter, who evades one challenge and is looking for this crossfield ball for Cunningham, and they're going to find it here. I think he will be onside here, Cunningham. Townsend, though, has read it really well. It's actually not onside. The linesman there has adjudged he's been offside, and Cameron Cunningham is not happy with their free for that one. You wonder if one time he might just be able to break it. Here, though, and get his lining up right. So back here for Townsend in the lime green goalkeeper kit, which, if you remember, you can buy from the Stocksbridge Park Steel store for £35 if you go on it now. Wait, I've just had a thing. You can reserve one? Oh, you gotta tell me before I plug things. Langton's just knowing to knock the ball forward into the... Can we buy the home shirts? Yeah, you can buy the home shirt that they're wearing today, currently leading 1-0. Goalkeeper shirt.
You can buy all the shirt, but not a goalkeeper.
You can't buy the goalkeeper's kit, but you can buy our home shirts, our yellow home shirts, and the red one for £35 on our stocksbridgeps.co.uk/merchandise. That was a glare I got from the commercial director. Ball going long here, and ball going long, but Baker's won the header back to Oglesby. A bit slow, and he's been closed down, and Wilson's almost made the most of that, but the deflection from the blockers too much, and you come back to Townsend there. A bit of a let-off there for the Steels. The bounce helping us out there. 15 minutes gone here, 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels right now. Hello to everyone who's listening. If you comment in our comment section today, we will try and shout you out at some point during the game as well. Here's Turner here. He's going to try and look for the run of Ifia Fabu here. Looking to get the beating of McDonald, but McDonald's cleared it well, only more diagonally. Turner's trying to get onto it, but it's been well read by North Shields, who've had definitely well more of the possession today in this game. They've just not been able to damage us with it at the moment. As it goes back to Hodgson, almost closed down by Poole. The close down goes back to McCaskill here. McCaskill's going to look to cut inside. He rolls it back and he's tripped down, and there's going to be a free kick to the Steels here, about 20 yards out on the left-hand side. One little roll over from McCaskill. Hull has earned that foul, and it's a good this is where Thomas Poole would probably ideally put a free kick if he could ever choose where to put it. At least no one is challenging Thomas Poole, even though Curtis Turner obviously scored that free kick against Brighouse at the start of the year. So that was further out and may not have had as much intention as he may claim afterwards. But this is where Thomas Poole will be it's a very similar place to where he scored against Goldcar in the very first game of the season. Just to let you know, Dave Towers just said it's going in. So if it does, we'll give him credit. Here comes Poole, takes a shot, it's flicked in, straight at Hodgson. And if you want to throw pelters in the comments at Dave, please do now. We'll give you a shout out for anyone who throws a pelter at Dave. Here it's with North Shields on the right hand side as they look to build here. Trying to knock the ball forward. It's currently with Wilson right now as he gets it to the right and forced backwards, and Poole almost reads it as it goes backwards here, but they have kept it, and McDonald's there done a good touch to keep it away from Ifia Fabu, but it gets it back to Cunningham on the left hand side. He's being forced backwards right now, Cunningham, as it goes back now to Jack Walker. Takes his time, not being pressed really, as he takes a shot to Cunningham just right in front of him. Back now with Walker. The press began there, but they have beaten that one, North Shields, and in the midfield here with Larmouth as they put it onto the right hand side and trying to get it through to Oliver, but he's not been able to control. But the pass has gone right back to Wilson, who's continued to challenge. Wilson trying to put the ball into the middle, well blocked off. It's going to be a corner kick to North Shields, and a little defensive mistake there from the Steels has almost let the home side in there. The Robins almost get in there. And it's going to be Potter here to come over and take the corner. So 80 minutes in, North Shields foot, North corner, going to be the in-swinger from Potter. It's a very high ball, looking for that far end. Header goes on it from North Shields, it's going to go out and it's going to be a goal kick, and just enough pressure from the Steel's defence meant that header was never going to be on target. Back for Townsend for the goal kick now. So, back here for Townsend, who looking to continue his good form since joining Stocksbridge from Handsworth last month to be the long-term replacement anyway for Harrison Davis-Hale, now is now at Frickley Athletic. Goodwin wins the header really well, but it has gone back to North Shields with Larmouth now, who's carrying the ball well, looking to slip through Potter on that right wing, but the ball's too ahead of him. It's Tinker who's read it well, and Tinker's going to clear it. Tinker returning for his first game of the year after being away on a skiing trip. Missing a couple of games against Brighouse and Maltley because of that. Currently with the midfield in North Shields, it's just with Doyle now, who puts it to the right. It's just trying to cut inside, trying to find a way through a Stocksbridge defence, and Stocksbridge have basically got 10 men back at the moment to try and stop them putting through, as the ball long to be hit away by Baker, but being well run by McDonald, and back with Cunningham here. Cunningham's trying to get down the side, can't. Baker blocked him off, back with McDonald, who has been forced to pass it back here into Doyle. Doyle trying to switch play to the right hand side, immediately being harassed by Lewis McCaskill, Potter, but Potter's shrugged him off, and he's now going to get it to Forster here on the right. Back with Potter now, as Stocksbridge are successfully keeping North Shields out at the moment, struggling to break through here, and they've had to pass it all the way back to the defence now. It's with Walker on the halfway line. Some great compact defending from Stocksbridge Park Steels, not allowing North Shields any sort of sniff to break through at the moment. With McDonald here on the left hand side, who takes a touch, trying to slip the ball through. Here with Larmouth, who gets back to Cunningham on the left hand side. He's been forced backwards again to McDonald. This is what's actually doing well, forcing North Shields to pass backwards at the moment. And I think there Curtis Turner just little nipped in with a foul there, and it's a bit disappointing, and North Shields will get the ball here. Currently with Connor Oliver to take this free kick. Oliver's going to take the short pass to his right-hand side, and then the ball's going to be long. Wilson tries to head it on, but no one's there to run behind him, and it goes back to Ben Townsend there. A nice little idea of a routine that just didn't work out for them. Back to the goalkeeper. I've just realised Ben Townsend's wearing the traditional goalkeeper's cap today. Feels like a summer game when the keeper has to come out and wear the cap. Ball going long for Townsend, but it's going to go back to McDonald, who takes it to his feet and takes your pass to Oliver, back to the defence, and it's a hand. I thought it was a handball there from the North Shields defender, but it's not being given, and Langton can't get through in the challenge as Oliver spreads out rally to the right hand side here to Potter, who just gets it caught under his feet for a bit, allows Tinker to get close into him, but it's still with Potter. Potter steps back, tries to get through, slips forward Forster well on the overlap. Forster with some space, and he's put a decent looking ball in, but Langton's half cleared it, and then Tinker's going to get a big one on there. And then Poole's touched it on really well, and it's going to go out now for a throw in though to North Shields. No one there on the left hand side with McCaskill back defending. 21 minutes gone in this game so far, and it is 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. A 6-minute goal from Ifya Febu, giving the away side the lead in this one so far. As North Shields have it back in the midfield. Say North Shields been having far the majority of possession. I would be shocked if it was anything less than 60% at the moment, but the Steel's defence happy to allow them to pass it round as long as it's not going into our box at the moment. Yes, here as it's with Cunningham, who's the one trying to do something in this game, but he's been forced deep at the moment. With Oliver, who takes his time before passing it sideways, and it goes back to the defence, back to Fogarty, and now with Walker here, who turns well with plenty of space, and he's going to look for McDonald, who's gone on the run there, appeals for an offside, but Murray gets the first header onto it. McDonald's trying to try and get it, and no, Oglesby there had to come sweep up there with a bit of miscommunication also, and it's going to be a corner kick as well there as the ball just bounced, so it's inches wide of the corner flag. Just Stocksbridge there, I think the defence just turned off for a second, not realising the danger they could have been in, but Oglesby very quick to it, and now it will be Larmouth taking this corner kick. Only been 2 goals so far in the Northern Premier League East, the one here and the one at Hebburn. It's all happening in the North East, so corner goes in and then very quickly taken in, and then well defended, going to be out for another corner. So just wait for there's going to be another one from Callum Larmouth. See if this one will be successful. It's a low one into there. Tried to be caught onto the near post, being clear, but still there. Another one goes in. Townsend makes the first save, and somehow I think it's Wilson there, cannot get it in from close range, and it's going to be another corner kick for North Shields, and that's livened up some of the home fans here, urging them on for the equaliser. Stocksbridge get away with one there. Oh, very almost latch onto that initial save from Townsend there, and plenty of danger coming from these corners so far for North Shields. Here comes the third corner in a row, goes in, headed away there by Turner, and then Poole takes a touch, but it's not a great touch that allows North Shields to get it back. Larmouth here on the left-hand side takes a short pass in, looking for the ball back to Larmouth, who puts a cross in, headed towards goal, but high and wide there. Clever play from North Shields, but did not have the finishing header there. So back here for Townsend. Been a goal at Sheffield FC. Mason Lee has given Grantham Town the lead in that game. As McCaskill takes a touchdown and he puts it through someone's legs there to get it to Tinker, but Tinker's touch is very, very heavy, and that allows North Shields to get the ball back, but they've only cleared it back to Osby, who's booted it out of the ground here. So back it on the right side for North Shields. Stocksbridge just not seeing much of the ball at the moment, but they are leading in the category that matters, that's goals. So as it goes back to Walker here. Crosses the halfway line, takes a short pass to Cunningham, once again drops deep to collect the ball, being harassed by Goodwin all the way, so he's forced pass it back to Walker here, who takes the touch, and he's going to look to get it to Potter. It's a good looking ball here. Potter just needs to get the control, and the shot, he's trying to loft it over the keeper, and it's just wide of the post. It's North Shields' best scan to the game. I think Townsend must have got some sort of touch onto it because the referee's given a corner kick, and it was a great ball there to find Thomas Potter, but it's just enough of a touch from Townsend to keep it here at 1-0 to the Steels, which is another corner here from this left-hand side, and they've looked, so far, North Shields have looked very, very dangerous from them so far. Here comes the corner in, and he's going to be half-headed away, and he's actually headed towards goal. Townsend, though, has collected it well. He's going to send it long here, looking for Ifya Fabu here. Can Fabu win it? And he heads it on, and it's actually McCaskill there. He's going to try and get the beating of his man, but it's been well won out there. Forster, who's having a good game against McCaskill, and he's going to knock it back to Hodgson here. But he might go in his own goal there. Hodgson has to clear it off his own line, almost one for the blunderbuck there. As it's currently Fogarty carrying that away. Before Tinker's able to clear it away, and it's back with Oliver now as North Shields look to build away, cause their own problems there, North Shields, but they're able to carry it through midfield quite simply at the moment as Cunningham takes the touch. He's looking to get the beating, but Goodwin back to stop him from going any further forward. Back with Doyle now, who is going to flip it to the right hand side for Potter. Potter takes a touch well, being covered by Tinker, trying to get the beating of Tinker here, puts the ball in, blocked by Tinker. It's another corner kick to North Shields. So it's going to be a corner here from the right-hand side here. Which these are the ones that Thomas Potter will take for the home side. So tends to try and curl them in with his left foot. Thomas Potter, as we saw from his first corner. Here it comes of corner, looking for that far end. Townsend looking to claim it. He's been gone over Townsend. The referee not giving a foul. Stocksbridge have cleared it away. Back with Doyle here, who's trying to get it to right side. He's gone behind his man, and while Potter did try and keep it in, it comes off him. It's going to be a throw-in, and that would have been one that may have caused a bit of controversy had that gone in the back of the net, but Townsend there did go down under some pressure from the North Shields thing. It's whatever you count as a foul on the goalkeeper. Sometimes one of the big debates of whether goalkeepers are too protected sometimes, as Tinker throws us down the line, but it's going to go back to North Shields, and actually Stocksbridge have committed a foul there, and it's going to go back to North Shields, who've taken this free kick quickly, and they're looking to get the ball quickly in the box, but Langton's cut it out really well, and now can Stocksbridge get on the counter. They're looking to slip through Poole, but well blocked off there by Evan Fogarty, and now it's Russell Wilson as we gets it to Doyle, and his ball through has been blocked off by Tinker and out for the throw-in. It's 28 minutes gone in this game. It's 1-0 Stocksbridge, but I would say North Shields have been the better side for most of this game, as they've just knocked it through here. No, to Larmouth on the right hand side being controlled all the way, and he's trying to block it off Oglesby, but Oglesby's collected it, cleared it out. It's going to be a throw in there to the Robins. So it's actually not a throw in, it's a corner kick they've given there, so it's another dangerous one. It must be, I think, the 7th corner of the game for North Shields. Here it comes, it's another loft one looking for that far post. It's headed and it is in the back of there, but a foul has been given on and disallowed that goal. The referees are judging that from his gestures, and Townsend's just down and injured actually and looking hurt, which is a worry. No goalkeeper on the bench here, as Sam Ewings will race out here to do treatment. What the referee said from the gestures was that the ball was in Townsend's arms when it was headed. Townsend looks, he is moving Townsend, but it doesn't look great here. So Sam Ewings with some very quick treatment on there. There is no reserve goalkeeper on the bench for Stocksbridge today. Obviously Alex White Ingramwood is the usual reserve goalkeeper for the Steels, who performed very well against the game against Maltby Main, but did not. But today is not on the bench. He is back, well, he's sat up now, Ben Townsend. Hopefully he'll be able to continue, but if it is a potential concussion, that's something we do have to take very, very seriously. And it does look like Ben Townsend's back to his feet there. Bit of a let-off there for Stocksbridge. There as Townsend gets his cap back on, so obviously during that he had his cap knocked off as well, but Townsend will now take his free kick, he's back up, and he will continue, thankfully, for the Steels. But that is another big warning North Shields have given the Steels now, that they will have to be aware of. Long ball going out, looking for Goodwin here. Goodwin does get a bit of head onto, but it only back to North Shields now, as it's with Larmouth, and Goodwin had a little nibble, but in the end Larmouth got it and got the ball for him, but only headed away by Tinker. McCaskill's trying to get past his man, but Forster's done, he's stopping McCaskill, really getting through, and he's got the ball through here to Cunningham. Cunningham's clearing the box here, trying to cut around the defence, takes a shot, blocked, and now it's still with North Shields. Looking to take the second shot, it's looking, it's curling, and it's wide. More good play from North Shields, more warnings for the Steels defence, but right now the Stocksbridge are surviving. In a local fixture to us, Golcar have equalised 1-1 against Maltby Main. Daniel Nydall scoring that goal there, as Townsend prepares to take this goal kick. Townsend is looking good on his feet now after that being knocked over there for that one. Sending it long here. Goodwin's going to look to try and win this header. Heads it on to Poole, who flicks it on. McCaskill's going to chase with Forster, but Forster's able to clear it away, and McCaskill's committed a foul on Forster there as it was cleared away. Free kick, North Shields here. Stocksbridge just not getting the ball for longer than 5 seconds at the moment. And you feel like North Shields will eventually break through the Steels' defence if they continue getting the chances they've been getting so far, because they have been improving, breaking through the Steels' defence that had been very stern over the first 25 minutes of this game. Hodgson's going to take this one. Takes the time over. Is a lot of North Shield people forward as he's looking long here, looking for Will steady on, but Oaksby's won the header well. Back here for Turner. Turner's going to carry it forward. Turner trying to slip through McCaskill on the left. McCaskill has to hold it up. He's found the 1-2 back with Turner though. Turner's going to try and beat his man. Turner's done really well there. Turner's going to look for the run of a Faber on the right hand side, but it's been hooked down well by McDonald there. I wondered if a Faber might have been offside as well. McDonald is able to clear it away. Langton's header comes off the back of the North Shields man. Murray collects. Murray's going to try and get it to the left side. I think it might be a bit too heavy. McCaskill tries to hook it down from the air, but he can't, and it's going to be out for a North Shields throw-in. So it's just back in the North Shields defence. They've been blocked by Goodwin there really well. McCaskill's cut onto it. McCaskill lays the pass off here for Turner. Turner's been forced backwards here, but he gets it back to Langton. Not a great touch from Langton, but he's going to try and get it to the right side for a Fabu. And McDonald's touch not aggressive. Fabu might have a bit of a free run, but McDonald actually well. Fabu's got through McDonald. Tries to get through the number 10, Larmouth there, but Larmouth shoulder barges him down. It's a free kick on the right-hand side at the edge of the box for the Steels. On the right-hand side here, not Pool's ideal position for taking a free kick. He'd much rather be on the other side, where I remember Dave telling us reliably it was going to be a goal.
This one isn't.
This one isn't, apparently, according to Dave.
It's going to be a tapping for the
So, Thomas Poole here. Oh, no, Hodgson has left plenty of space at his near post here, and Poole's going to look for that near post, but he's just gone over the bar there, Poole. I think Poole, I don't know if the idea was that he was going to try and whip it in first, but Poole saw that and thought he might take it, but unfortunately just could not keep that on target for now. So 34 minutes gone in this game, and it is 1-0 to the Steels, though North Shields definitely been the better side for the last 10 minutes at least. Long ball forward here, and going to be headed on by North Shields, but only back to Baker, who gets it in his feet, sending it long, looking for the run of a Fabu, who's looking to jink his way around McDonald, but McDonald's has covered him quite well. It goes back to Hodgson now, the ball. And he's going to send it long here, headed on, but blocked off there by Turner, and he's actually going to go down there as Tinker actually having gone down as he cleared that way, but it's going to go out for a throw in to North Shields. So throwing down the line here, Langton's just going to head it up and head it up by Murray. He a bit of head tennis, but barged through by Larmouth. He's going to go for a Stocksbridge throw. And finally, Stocksbridge are having periods of possession and it not going straight back to North Shields. Really has been a lack of goals. Only 3 goals in the Northern Premier League East so far today. Not a thrilling day in non-league. Stocksbridge are relying on Long Eaton beating Stockton if we want to go into second today. As the ball just goes back here to Townsend, who's going to take his time, but he was being closed down there by Wilson there to force him to pick it up. And then the long ball forward from Townsend, who tries to go to Limestone, but it's been cut out immediately, but it's still with Stocksbridge. They win it back quickly. Turner just can't get it on his feet, but a foul's been given on Thomas Poole. North Shields fans not happy about that, but Steels get a free kick on the centre circle. And it looks like the referee wants to have a chat with a couple of North Shields players after that one. So Kieran Downey here laying down the law, not yet to give a card out in this game, and there isn't going to be one there, but as Langton comes here to take this free kick, that is on the edge of the centre circle in the North Shields half. And I think Langton's going to try and get it in the box as well. He's going to try and clip it to the left-hand side of the box. Oaks wins a header in, but it's just not enough onto it, and it's going to go back to Hodgson. You can see what the idea was to try and head it back into the 6-yard area for Ross Goodwin, I think, there to try and get on the end of, but in the end it just didn't work out as it North Shields did try and get the ball back quickly up for the other end, but it's gone out for a Steels throw-in. So back with the Steels now as they throw the ball down the line, headed on, and but that's going to be collected by Oliver, who's just knocked it forward. Only back to Murray though, who takes the touch well. He's going to look for the run of a Fabu here. If he can beat the McDonald. He has almost made the most of a mistake from McDonald there, but well covered there by North Shields, and it's back in Hodgson's hands. And McDonald there sends it long there, but blocked off by Baker, and Baker's going to take it forward, and his pass is poor though, and it's with Doyle, and Doyle's going to try and launch a quick counter here. Tinker though has cut out the arcing pass, and Tinker will clear it upfield. Tinker heads it onto Poole, who's going to flick it on. McCaskill's trying to get the beat to the force here, gets a touch onto it, but a foul being given, I think, for a high foot there. And it's back with North Shields for the free kick. We'll see Lewis McCaskill, who had been in great form before our little enforced break, has been wrapped up quite well by Stephen Forster. A goal in the Hebburn match. They're leading 2-0 now against Bridlington. Amar Pual scoring in that game. As it's just with North Shields now as they look to get back to the position, headed on there. Wilson trying to get on the end of it, but Murray's covered it well. Murray slipped though, and Wilson gets another tackle and to pull it away from him with Oliver now, who tries to get it to Cunningham. Cunningham cuts back inside with a little bit of skill, plays it into the midfield here for Doyle. He'll Now it's currently in the midfield as they press forward, taking the shot, deflected, and he's not got any pace onto it. Townsend takes it to his feet. All coming there from a little slip from Elliot Murray there on this pitch, which I imagine had a bit of battering from the elements over the last few weeks. And Poole there, I think, thought someone might have been behind him when he left that for someone, but no. But Hodgson clears it, only back to Afebu, who heads it down to Goodwin, takes the shot back to Afebu, who tried to get it through McDonald, but the block from McDonald goes back to Afebu. He's just constantly on the ball, slips it to Turner on the left-hand side, who, as he goes forward, he gets it to McCaskill on the left-hand side. What will McCaskill do? Looks to cut in, but he's got two men on him, and he's still kept it, trying to cut and find the space for a shot. He can't take it, and it's been blocked off, and it looks like it could be a corner kick to Stocksbridge here. And it's actually still in play here. McCaskill's got it. Can he take a shot? Take a shot. Well blocked and saved there by Hodgson. I thought it was out, but McCaskill kept the ball alive. It's going to be a corner kick now. And is it Tinker? Jack Tinker, actually. I'm just so unused to him actually being that far up. I don't think he's allowed to score unless Harry Verity's here, because Harry's going to go nuts if he does it. It's a corner kick here. I'm glad he hasn't, because he'd have been mad at me if on the commentary I had given it to McCaskill. Would have been his first senior goal ever. Poole here to take the Steele's corner. We'll be looking for the likes of Elliot Murray and Oglesby and Ross Goodwin, all very strong in the air.
Shields!
So Poole just taking a time of the corner. The referee's actually having a few words with a couple of the players in this corner melee. Laying down the law, Kieran Downey. As his son's actually quite tricky to see through at the moment, because you definitely see what Ben Townsend's wearing his cap. Poole looking to get the in-swinger in. A lot of movement in that box. Here comes the in-swinger. Look at a good one. Owens gets a header onto it, but it's going to be another corner kick. There. North Shields fans behind that goal are really unhappy with that decision, but it will be a second corner in a row for the Steels, as they look to double their lead and give themselves a bit of comfort going in to the rest of this first half. Here comes the corner, swooped in corner, headed on, oh, it's cleared away, almost on the line there from North Shields. Head away, Baker heads it, tries to head it back into the box, but then he headed away by Fogarty. Tinker's going to cover this as the last Stocksbridge man, and he's going to just try and clear it away. He's going to go out of the pitch for a throw in here. 40 minutes gone in this game so far. Steels leading 1-0, but Steels have been improving after a bit of a poor 20 minutes where North Shields were able to basically control the game for large periods. They've got the ball back here with Walker, though, who's carrying it almost up to the halfway line, gets it to Oliver here, who cuts inside, avoids a challenge from Goodwin, tries to get it crossfield looking for Potter here. Potter brings it down really well, but he's been tackled there, and it goes out for a North Shields throw-in. Throw-in taken quickly, headed away by Stocksbridge, but only back to Potter, who's looking to cut inside, tries to get the pass through, blocked off, by Tinker, and Turner will clear it away. Back to Poole here, looking to turn, and he's been forced backwards. Poole continues to be forced backwards and tackled, and then Stocksbridge give away the foul after that, and it's going to be a free kick for North Shields and a good opportunity for them to put a good quality ball into the box.
Get stuck in there.
So North Shields here, who've shown good strength from some of their set pieces so far in this game. Looking to thought we were going to take a quick one there, but no, but that was covered. So instead they will do the more traditional, let's get the ball into the box and get the likes of someone like Daniel Wilson on the end of it, who's a big tall chap. But they say slice that ball, and Goodwin just clears that immediately. Only back to Fogarty though on the halfway line, who's going to try and get it down the right hand side, but no one's there. It's going to trickle out for a goal kick. I think this pitch has been hurting North Shields almost as much as it's hurt the Steels at times. A goal to tell you about. Brighouse Town are leading 1-0 against Lincoln United. Mohamed Kasim has scored there. What has not been a thrilling first half in the Northern Premier League East when you look at some of the score lines. In fairness, I've not seen many goals anywhere when I've been looking at the other scores. And long ball forward here by Townsend. Goodwin looks to win it, but it's been headed away by North Shields. But Welling from Turner to head it forward. Pools actually tries to head it on. As I say, we get a bit of non-league head tennis at the moment before Langton gets it down to V, but only gives it back to North Shields here. But meanwhile, Robert Turner's looking through for Afebu. Afebu's onside. Can Afebu finish? No, well saved by Finley Hodgson. A similar position to Afebu's first goal. Can't take. Afebu still has it on the right-hand side. Blocked off. He's got Baker as an option to pass it back to. It's right now where the sun is absolutely blinding at the moment, and it's gone out here for a throw-in, I believe, judging from what the referee's saying, but the sun is blinding at the moment, looking at this end. Ball's gone into the box, Pools are covering, it's headed away, and it's going to be something, I think it's still in actually. Ball going back in, it's still at that right-hand side. Ball going to be clipped in back here to Langton. Langton's trying to clip the ball in, but it's been deflected away from the area. Goodwin tries to get in, Goodwin's just tripped his man there. And he's a very angry North Shields after that. And are we going to get Goodwin yellow? Nope, don't think we are. But we are going to get a North Shields man down at the moment. Just a shame there, but if Faber went clear again, felt for Sotomayor. It's good. He even had an option to his left-hand side. I can't remember which player it was, but in the end, his shot was really well saved by Hodgson, who is one of the better goalkeepers in this league for sure. And Goodwin's actually been called over. I thought he was got away with the yellow card for them because the referee took his time, but instead Ross is looking like he will be the first player in the book, and he now is. Gets the yellow. Ross does tell me he loves coming to the northeast, loves the hurly-burly, these like physical games that you get when you come up to this part of the country, and I think that's typical for Ross Goodwin in a game such as this. Here comes Hodgson's ball forward. Looking to get it to the left-hand side. Goodwin heads it forward, going to go out for North Shields throwing about 5 yards into the own half, into the Stocksbridge half. Going to send it with a big long throw there from McDonald. Baker heads it, but not very far away. Wilson knocks it forward, and it's going to just be a bit of head tennis before Baker has to clear it out for another throw-in, and it's out to the ground, that one. So some North Shields volunteers going to have to go chase that one wherever what is over that fence, I don't know. So just wait for North Shields. We are in the 45th minute, so we haven't seen any other time boards up, but we should be approaching the end of the first half. It would be the worst time to concede a goal, as it goes here to Oliver. He was looking to turn around and he puts the ball in, but it's beyond everyone. It's going to go to the right side where it is going to be collected here by Potter, who's taking it well, trying to find the space here as he's been harassed all the way by Tinker. And he's going to try and find the overlap, but Tinker blocks it. It's been cleared only way back to North Shields, who slips it through. This may be North Shields' opportunity. Well blocked there. Ball still in and cleared away again by Turner. Going to go out for a throw-in close to the corner flag, and North Shields are rallying towards the end of this first half. Running his right side back to the right here, trying to get it past quite a few Stocks players who've tried to jam up that area of the pitch. Big lofted ball here that can be fought for. Townsend only gets a bit of a punch on to the left-hand side. North Shields continue this pressure here. Cunningham tries to get past the man. It claims for a free kick, not given. And Afebu is going to send this one long, but only back here. And that will be half-time. So it's half-time here at the Darren Persson Stadium. The Steels are leading 1-0 thanks to an early goal from Ify Afebu, who had a chance to make a second as well towards the end. That was saved by the goalkeeper Finley Hodgson, and we did see North Shields get the ball in the back of the net, but that was ruled out for a foul on Townsend, and he was down for quite a bit of time afterwards. But right now the Steels are leading, 45 minutes to go. Can Stocksbridge get all 3 points in this game? Hey, we'll see you in 15 minutes.
you still in the league?
Hello and welcome back here to the Darren Persons Stadium for this Northern Premier League East match between North Shields and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator, Adam Allcroft, who you can tell is feeling a bit hoarse with the voice today. Usual winter illnesses are going round, unfortunately. It's currently 1-0 here to the Steels after they took the lead after just 6 minutes, thanks to a finish from Fabu. North Shields, though, definitely look like they can get back into this game. They had a lot of possession, a lot of good chances that they just weren't able to convert. They even had it in the back of the net, though it was disallowed for a foul on Ben Townsend. So definitely not a game over yet. The Steels will want to get another to put this one out and out as North Shields get prepared for the kick-off here. And we just waited. Daniel Wilson's currently standing over the ball. Looks like there's no changes for either side yet. In a very, very bright Darren Persons Stadium as the sun is setting to our right here as we sit in the main stand here on the side that was promoted from the Northern League last year. So we just wait for the referee's okay. Wait for Ross Goodwin to get back onto the pitch, it seems. We're getting the okay from everyone. So here we go. The second half has begun. North Shields here in the all red kit and white trim. We're kicking from left to right, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the yellow shirt, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left. If Baker's just had to clear that one away, it's going out for a throw-in almost on the halfway line, just a bit inside the Steels half here. Just let you know that we've got 323 people here at the Darren Persons Stadium today. Thank you to all the support here, for our travelling Stocksbridge support for coming down here, and also just the great hospitality and welcome we've had from the North Shields fans here as the ball goes comfortably back there to Ben Townsend. Also, so Townsend just going to take his time here. Rolls it out in front of him, and then he's going to send this one long. Faber wins ahead of the ball on. Pool's going to try and get onto that, but it's been well read by Walker, who clears it up. Langton heads it back into midfield for Turner, who's been pushed off the ball there, and he'll get a free kick for that, in something that a big, strong North Shield side won't like, giving away a foul like that, because they'll say it's not a foul. And we'd probably say the same if it was a foul against us. So Steels will be looking to start the half just as well as they started the first half, where they got that goal through Ife Afebu. Currently with Langton, who's clipping the ball, looking for that left-hand side. We're going to get to Goodwin, but we're stretching headed away. Turner's heads it backwards, but it's going to go back here to Shields, who's clipped it long here, and it's going to bounce quickly and go back to Oglesby, who passes it back to Townsend. He's going to be immediately closed down by Wilson here. Townsend does do a good touch to take it away from the rush of Wilson, and gets it through here to Poole, flicks it back to Turner. Turner send it long, look for Faber. Faber looks to have broke the line, but well read by Finley Hodgson, who's out to clear it away. Faber broke the offside trap really, really well there, but Finley Hodgson, to his credit, has read it really well and gone out and cleared the ball out, throwing to the Steels on the right-hand side. No. Oh, and headed on by Goodwin, and behind who was just pushed away from the ball before Walker's able to clear it up. Back to Baker, who's come up high. Poole looking to turn, but he's been well tackled there by Fogarty. He's been cleared out there. It's going to be a bit of a chase for Potter as Tinker closes him down, tries to keep the ball high up. Forced to pass it back to Forster, and Forster's going to send it long. Turner heads it back into the midfield, where Poole's come back to collect it, pass it back to Langton. Langton's going to try and clip a ball long into the box, but it's a bit aimless, that one. I think the only person running on top was Ross Goodwin, and he's not the quickest man in the world, Ross Goodwin. So it's going to be back into Finley Hodgson's arms. Hodgson rolls it out, sends it long here, looking to get it to Wilson. Wilson turns well to Baker's challenge there. Just in the midfield as North Shields look to carve some space out for themselves at the moment. Just looking to get it to the right wing here for Potter. Right now, this little spot that's created where the sun's shining really out. Potter trying to do it where Tinker's got in with a good tackle. It's just going to the right side. Here comes a ball in, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. So we have a few comments I've seen. Hello, Aaron Russell saying shout out to Murray, best defender in the league. And hello also to a North-Easterner listening, Samuel James, who said he loved coming down to our ground, Brackenmore, in October. He's an Ashington fan. He's glad to see we're doing all right in the league. Yeah, I believe you're doing okay in the league as well, Ashington, after your great run where you unfortunately beat us in that replay, though before losing to Kings Lynn. Townsend will send it long here, looking for a favour, but well cut out there. But only goes back to Langton, who is trying to get this attack going. Back to a favour, who tries to get the touch beyond to Baker. Can Baker just reach onto him? No, good sliding challenge. Gets away, and I think it's just come off Baker as well. A bit unlucky there for the full-back trying to overlap. Ball cutting inside here, finding Doyle with a good long throw there. Doyle's just going to carry it forward. He's not being challenged much by Turner, who's tracking him. Turner cuts his side back as opposed to Larmouth. Larmouth gets in his feet and then barged into the back by Goodwin, who will have to be careful with those sort of fouls because he could easily find himself getting a second yellow if he commits a few more like that. And I think it would be a very, very tough place to be if we are down to 10 men for the rest of the game. North Shield looking to put the ball into the box. It's a good touch down the left wing, looking to try and get the ball across, but well covered there by Baker, who's just getting better and better over the games he's played. Good ball going into the box here, and it's a foul on a Stocksbridge defender there. And I think the offside flag actually went up there, that's what it was, and a very, very unhappy forward there for the Robins. So, back here for Townsend to take this free kick after the offside. Yes, also Grantham extended their lead over Sheffield FC just before the half-time break. Lee Shaw scoring from the spot, so Grantham leading 2-0 will be a very good result for Grantham, who have been struggling this season. Long ball here from Townsend, headed away by McDonald, and Larmouth shunts Turner off the pitch, but the pass goes right to Poole, who just can't get a good touch onto it. He gets enough to get it back to Turner, and Turner's going to push forward. He's trying to find McCaskill with the pass. He does. McCaskill's now going to try and see what he can do against Forster now. Trying to get down the line, trying to cut inside, but Forster's gone in well. And that's the thing I will say, Stephen Forster's had a fantastic game against Lewis McCaskill, who's caused so many problems in this season for full-backs. And the big long ball forward here goes to looking for Doyle. I think Doyle was a few yards offside though. You can't blame Liam Doyle for just chancing the linesman's arm. So we are 51 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 1-0 to Stocksbridge. Neither side really had a chance yet in this second half. And Townsend come up quite high up to try and take this free kick to see if long ball forward. It's going to go. I think it's just going to go right back there to Hodgson, who might have a bit of a battle with this setting sun. If we maybe sometimes just to chuck some balls into the box with the sun like that, just over the houses to our right. I think Townsend had the worst of it though. Hodgson sending it long with Faber trying to win it, but it's been headed on by North Shield. Langton does get the head on onto it before Oglesby properly heads it away. A lot of head tennis, but Poole I think just seems to duck out of the way of it as it goes comfortably back here for Fogarty. Slips it forward to Doyle, who gets through, but well read by Langton there, and Langton's just trying to shrug off a few challenges, and he gets it through to Turner. Great work from Langton. Now to Faber on the right, who cuts inside. Faber's looking for the run of McCaskill here. McCaskill just gets, but the offside flag has beaten him there. Don't think he got the touch onto either, as it did go back to Hodgson. Hodgson takes the quick pass out to McDonald on left. North Shield's working quickly in this second half. As Langton just missed that tackle with a bit of a shirt pull as well on Cunningham. That will get the booking for Langton as well, it seems. I think it's a fair one as North Shield looks like they're going to be on a counter-attack, and looks like the referee today, Kieran Downey, will be booking Langton, and that's Stockbridge's second yellow of the game. Swallow next to be called in their game. It's 1-1 there. Not sure who they're facing though. Interesting note for our game next week. We're facing Consett next week. They have just had a man sent off. Adam Mitchell sent off for Consett. They're currently drawing 0-0 with Grimsby Borough. As McCaskill looks to get a break on here, but he just took it to head of him, and Forster's read it really well. Well, back in defence here, Walker's going to knock it long, but that pass being cut out by Tinker, who's going to send it long. Faber, who's going to try and see if he can cause a problem with this. Fogarty's headed back. Fabu tried to get some touch on him, but it went behind him in the end. Goodwin's now closing in down, but a quick pass has managed to get the ball past him. It's currently with McDonald pressing forward. Spread to the left-hand side here as they look to get the beating of Baker. So currently inside, and it's been well read by Ross Goodwin. Fantastic standing challenge from the midfielder. And they're going to slip through here and try to find the Goodwin on the overlap, but it's too ahead of him and it's going to be a throw-in. And again, North Shields move really, really quickly in the second half. They're not allowing Stocksbridge to settle back into positions, though some poor passing has given the ball back here to Faber, who tried to get the ball forward, and it's going to be tackling out for a throw-in to North Shields. Pontefract Collieries are losing to Worksop Town as actually Stocksbridge are on attack here. Poole just needs to slip through McCaskill. There's another touch. Can McCaskill get a touch? He does! Hits the post just wide. McCaskill there almost making the most of a deflected pass towards him, but it just hits the outside of the post of Weiss, almost on the counter attack, and would have been almost brilliantly worked by the Steels, but just a bit unlucky on that occasion. Yeah, just as I was telling you about before that attack started, Worksop Town are leading again against Pontefract. Josh Wild has put them 1-0 up in that game. Ball going long, Wilson wins a header, but Murray wins the second one to knock it forward, but only goes back to McDonald here as they look to see what they can do with it. North Shields slips the pass here to Oliver, and Oliver immediately channed by McCaskill and being won in midfield by the Steels. Turner's pass is looking for the run of Fabu, and it's just going to bounce inside the pitch before a tackle takes it out. Fabu. Stocksbridge are doing well by making the advantage of the mistakes in midfield from North Shields and trying to turn that quickly into attacks. With Baker, who's going to look for a runner. He does find the runner to Poole, who's looking to try and see if he can turn in the box. He does. He's going to try and drive it across, but it's been blocked. It's out for a goal kick, it seems. Oh, corner. Looked like he was adjusting for a goal kick then. So a corner kick for the Steels. Would have been very surprised if that was. Sheffield Wednesday are losing 1-0 in the FA Cup to Fleetwood Town. Would be a surprise there. Poole here will be looking at it. I think he is better with these out-swinging corners than the in-swingers. We'll see if it comes here. Corner going in, and it's just going to hit the side netting. That was commentator's curse, if nothing else. A very, very poor corner from Thomas Poole there. 56 minutes have gone in this game so far, and it is 1-0 to the Steels, and they came close to doubling that through Lewis McCaskill just now. Sheffield FC have got one back against Cranford Town. Luke Hinsley has scored for the oldest club there. Hinsley, I believe, was on trial with us in the summer. Long ball forward there, as it looks like it might just go straight out of play. Actually, McDonald's done well to keep it in, and Shields just about keep possession, but Steels have won it back there, only to give it right back. And again, it's with Cunningham now, who's going to press down the left here, and he's just going to go out of play. It's going to be a throw in here to the Steels. So it's back with Baker to take this throwing. There you go to Turner. Turner's going to knock it long. If you're Faber trying to chase onto it, she's been covered really well, Faber, but he's going to put some pressure on the defender Walker here. And Walker's going to pass it back to Hodgson, and Hodgson knocks it back, but it's just going to go. It was a dangerous ball forward, and eventually Steels have one. Baker's going to try and clip it down to Faber, but the offside flag is up. It's a bit daft to give that one away quite simply, but it's going to be back for North Shields. Throw in here. Grimsby Borough have taken quick advantage of being a man up on Consett. They're now 1-0 up against Consett. Adam Drury scoring that goal as McCaskill's trying to cause a bit of a problem, but the North Shields are able to pick it away, and currently with Doyle in their midfield. He slips a bit, McCaskill gets a foot in, and he just can't get it fully away from Doyle. Now it's back with Forster. Forster's going to clip it forward, looking for the run there of Larmouth. It's Murray who takes the pass, gets it first, passes back to Townsend, who clears it up, but only back to Oliver here. But he's stopped by a great sliding challenge by Ross Goodwin. Goodwin gets the second one through to Poole. I think Poole may have been a bit offside there, but it's not been given. He's going to try and look for McCaskill. It's a great one. Can McCaskill do it? Try to take back to keeper. He just needs a finishing touch. It is in the back of the net. McCaskill's got it through. He didn't even celebrate McCaskill. It made me doubt it for a second, but he got another touch onto it to get it through, and it is 2-0 Steels here through Lewis McCaskill. Just what the Steels needed to ease the nerves in this game, as the Steels now have a 2-goal advantage. That goal coming here on the 58th minute. So we'll be preparing again. Because North Shields will have a lot to fight back on. I did wonder if Thomas Poole may have just been a few inches offside in the build. I'm getting some shaking as well.
Came back in from Shields and deflected off Shields.
There you go. If you heard that from Dave Towell, that's the analysis of why it weren't an offside. That's what we're claiming anyway. As North Shields get right back into this, looking to see if they can get a goal back very quickly. Ball going over the top here, but cleared away by Baker. North Shields continue, but well tackled by Tinker, and there could be another counter-attack on here. Poole needs to turn. He's got a run of Afebu to find. He said Poole's going to go with it himself. He's missed that run, but he said he's going to find Baker on the overlap. Afebu looking a bit frustrated. He didn't get that ball, but as Baker continues to try and get down the right-hand side, in the end he's ended up running it out to play, but there is a throw into the Steels there. And a goal to tell you about, another goal involving the North East side. Shildon are leading against Carlton Town, an own goal from Daniel Brown there. So it's just when they're Baker here who's going to throw it down to Poole. Poole looking to turn, does get the turn after a decent first touch. He's going to put the ball in, look for Goodwin, who does get somewhat of a touch. I think he's claiming for the corner, and he gets the corner, Goodwin. Lincoln United have equalised against Brighouse Town. AJ Adelican scoring there, so it's 1-1 over at Lincoln. The team will be facing very soon for that rearranged match. Back for Poole to take the corner here. One of our fans is just shouting, "Don't score again, please." I wonder if that's related to something money-wise. It could be both. Here comes Poole's corner in, looking for that far post. It's been punched. Goodwin in there. It's been melee. Appeals for a foul on the goalkeeper, not given. Turner gets a good first touch. He just needs to put a good ball in. Turner is in the box. He just doesn't release the ball early enough, and it's been clear. Langton's going to keep that pressure on with the header forward. Back to McCaskill now, who lays it off for Langton, who is trying to get the good touch on there, but it's been well read there by Larmouth, who trying to clear it away. It's not cleared away fully yet by North Shields, and they've ended up passing it. It's going to be a North Shields throw-in, though, came off a Stocksbridge man. I think Goodwin there going for the full-on barge on the goalkeeper. It's goes with North Shields here as Oliver carries the ball, trying to send it long, but it's a poor ball. I think North Shields there, that is a frustration pass, basically, as they get more annoyed, being 2-0 down here in this second half. Ooh, I can even see Lewis's last page is just retweeted us on Twitter for that. So Poole's at the ball on the left-hand side, looking to turn, but it gets knocked off there. His man, it was Evan Fogarty in there with a challenge there. So it's currently 61 minutes gone in this game so far, as the Steels leading 2-0 here. Tinker takes a quick throw. It's McCaskill trying to get the beat of a man, putting a ball into looking for that far post. He's a header just over the bar there. And trying to see which, I believe that was Ross Goodwin there, looking to do it. Last year, Ross Goodwin was, we called him the master of the North East, because he seemed to score against all these North East sides, against Mask and Shildon. But they're just very close to making it 3-0 with that header at the far post. It's one of Ross Goodwin's hidden strengths is how good he has been in the air. He's scored quite a few headers this season, particularly in the FA Cup. Goes through North Shields winning, but Goodwin again just wins the ball in the air there, goes out for a throw into the Steels as well. So it's back here for Baker to take, and the Steels have looked very, very good in this game since doubling their lead. Throws it down the line, but it's immediately headed out for another Steels throw-in. Baker trying to throw it down the line, looking for a favour, but it has been collected by North Shields, and they are going to clear that one away, but only back to Oglesby on his own halfway line. Oglesby now going to clip it, looking for McCaskill on his left-hand side. McCaskill, lovely little touch. I think the high foot is penalised for, but even though I think that was just a good bit of skill there from McCaskill, but well, he's not. It's a free kick to North Shields now. Doncaster have got one back in their game against Mansfield Town. They are now losing 2-1. Cal Hurst has scored that goal. Ball going long for North Shields, ending on two here to Larmouth, and it's a good touch from him. Looking for the right side for Potter here. Potter just facing up with Tinker as he looks to get in the box. He is just on the side of the box here, looking to clip a ball. Look for the half-far post. It's just a bit too long for them, but it has been got by Larmouth on the left-hand side of the box. Takes the short pass through. It's been missed by everyone, and it's eventually Turner who gathers it, and Turner's going to run away with the ball, and he's going to try and launch a counter at Ifeabu, who's going to try and go on the foot race here, and he's got some speed with Oliver Ifeabu, but just read by the defender Walker, who had a lot of speed on him, but Walker may be a bit shocked with how quickly he advanced there on him. Just with Cunningham here on the left-hand side, who's trying to slip the ball here for Larmouth. Fantastic challenge from Oglesby there, stops it. Appeals from the fans, but Oglesby definitely got to the ball first. And if not, it could have been, well, more than a yellow for that one if he missed that challenge. Great one there, but North Shields still on the attack here. Just pushing down this right-hand side here at the moment. With Cunningham, gets it to the right here for Potter. Trying to get the overlap here with Forster. Forster puts the ball in the box. It bounces in the box, but Stocksbridge clear only to the edge there. Stocksbridge not clearing the lines properly. Oliver here being forced sideways, though, by the pressure from Goodwin. Trying to get it onto the right side, trying to find the ball in for the cross. Cross is blocked. It's going to be is that a corner or a throw-in? It is just where some of the fans block my vision here. Going to be a throw-in here for Forster. Ball goes in quickly, cleared slightly and then properly cleared. Stocksbridge living dangerously at the moment. Ifeabu trying to beat McDonald to the ball, but McDonald has it. McDonald just be forced backwards a bit though, and he's going to try and put the pass through here on the edge of the box, but well robbed by Baker, who's tackled away. Now he's sliced his ball there and he's stopped the counter-attack. Goodwin gets the ball back and he's trying to get it to McCaskill, but it's Fogarty's clearance has stopped it from getting there. Back with Tinker, who's going to clear out. McCaskill's going to try and fake pressure with Fox. It looks like he's got the better of it. McCaskill has gone down under pressure. Not enough for a foul, I'd say, but Goodwin's immediately on him. And then Goodwin has a little trip on Oliver, but advantage has been given there, as it's a marauding run from Forster down the right-hand side. A little back heel there to Potter. Potter cutting inside. I think he was looking to see if he could take a shot, but instead he's going to get Forster on the right. He's got some space before Oglesby comes in and clears him. It's a bot in the box, but it's a really poor ball. Some lovely play from North Shields there, but it ends with a very poor final ball. But so it's a goal kick here for Stocksbridge Park Steels. 66 minutes gone in this game so far, and it is still 2-0 to Stocksbridge. Back here for Townsend to take this goal kick now. Sending it long here, but it's going to be an unchallenged error. Doyle has only headed it backwards. But Poole's fighting for that ball, but eventually North Shields are able to clear it away. Baker gets in well though, and it's with Ifeabu now on the right, and he's looking to turn and have a run at his man, but Cunningham's come back well to defend well and has tackled the ball well from him, gets it through to, try to get it through to Wilson. Langton has intercepted well, and Langton's going to come away with the ball, but coming together between the players has led to a foul here, and it's going to be a free kick here. I think Goodwin may have been involved in that as well, so I suspect we might see Ian taking Ross Goodwin off soon if he gets away with this one, because otherwise he may well be on his final warning, and it's a bit similar to the Prestwich match where he had to be taken off before he was sent off. See, I think he is getting his final words of warning there. I think we haven't seen Alex O'Connor in a while, and it's been intended to be a new substitution, but I get a feeling he may be coming on soon, because Goodwin definitely is on a final one, and Goodwin's not the sort of player that's going to be able to take that out of his game. Ball going long here, headed away by Oglesby. Turner's looking to turn, but it's going to go back to North Shields here. Spread it onto the right-hand side here, and it's going to just be out of play for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Just some comments in our thing since, and there's a substitution actually before we talk to our comments. It's the number 64 North Shields coming on for Liam Doyle. That is, we'll see in a second, that is one of their attacking midfielders, Paul Van Zanvlier, who will add, well, I don't know where he's from, but it feels like a bit of Dutch flavour. Shield. He's a local lad, despite the name. And he's definitely a big attacking option, one of their highest scorers this season. We'll get to the comments in the next time we have a little break. So we'll just update the switch. Throwing going down here, and Pool's going to win it. Pool's going to flick it on for a Fabu. Trying to see Fabu's got past his man, but Hodgson is sweeper keepering out here and has cleared the ball away. But only back to Baker, who's going to knock it forward, and he's going to have to play it for a North Shields throw. And North Shields will take this quickly. Yeah. They do, and it's going to go into midfield to Connor Oliver, who's stepped a bit further deeper to allow Van Zanvlier to go further forward. And here is Van Zanvlier on the ball as he's going to carry it down this right-hand side. He slips it to Forster on this right-hand side. Now he's going to try and get the ball in as the tackle goes in, and it is going to be a free kick to North Shields here on the right-hand side, and it's a dangerous-looking one for the home side. So while we have a bit of... Looks like we might be on another booking here. Trying to see. It's Lewis McCaskill getting a talk to for the referee commits that foul, and Lewis McCaskill gets the yellow card here. And it's Luke Rawson, who I can see is warming up on the sidelines. And I believe that is Alex O'Connor, as well. I predicted, so I feel like I got a reverse of a commentator's curse. But first, the Steels have to defend this set piece. They've looked very, very good from some of these free kicks. And it'll be a tough one to defend for sure. There's Connor Oliver over it, and Connor Oliver's going to take it right-footed across. Headed away, though, by Oglesby, and McCaskill's going to take the touch and then clear it properly if you're favoured to try and get touch onto it. McDonald gets it, knocks it forward, but Turner's intercepted well. Turner tried to get it back to a Fabu. Fabu cuts away from a defender. Back to Murray, who sends it long looking for Poole, but he's been defended well, but McCaskill's trying to get in, and eventually it's got away by Oliver. It's going to be a bit of to-in and fro-in between the two teams here before it goes out for a throw-in here. And it looks like this is when the Stocksbridge substitutions are coming on. And yep, it's going to be a double substitution. Luke Rawson and Alex O'Connor are coming on. Ross Goodwin is one of the players coming off. And so is Ife Afebu. So, Fabu, the goal scorer, is heading off, and he'll be replaced by Rawson. We'll see Poole head to the right-hand side, and Rawson in centre forward, while O'Connor is going to be a straight swap for Goodwin. Ball's going to go back here to Hodgson. Going to be closed down, but McCaskill's going to have to be quick Hodgson on it, and he is. He does get it away before he's headed back here. Rawson takes a good touch here, tries to get through with a good sliding tackle on him. Completely fair challenge, and he's got away, and North Shield's going to try and see if they can launch the counter here. It's currently with Larmouth. Tinkered went for the sliding challenge, completely missed with it, both man and ball, and now it's with Van Zanvlier in that position on the right-hand side. Van Zanvlier puts the ball forward between well defender Oglesby. It's a corner kick to North Shields. One thing about having Rawson on the pitch is that he does have this extra height from defending these sort of set pieces, which could well be useful if they're going to have few of these towards the end of this game. We are in now the 71st minute. The corner goes in looking for the far post, and it is Rawson that heads it away. North Shields are appealing for something. I'm not really sure what. It's Fogarty trying to keep the challenge through, and goes to the left-hand side, and one of the North Shield players slips to the go down there. Game carries on, a small appeal for a foul. It's currently with North Shield, long-range shot, well over. It cracks off the bar here. So we've got some comments here. Paige Miles is going, who is Lewis McCaskill's lasses, said yay for Luke scoring the goal. Boom from Grumpy Old Man, and John Renshaw going yeah for that, and Andrew Murray going come on the steals. Steve Turner has claimed Ian Richards should be the England manager. And then also just see Grumpy Old Man and agreeing with my comment that Ross Goodwin should be taken off for, because he looked like he could have got that second yellow. He has now be off, Alex O'Connor replacing him. So it's currently North Shields in the attack here. Larmau win the ball well, going to get it to that left-hand side with Cunningham. Cunningham takes the touch well, gets it to the middle here for Larmouth. Larmouth takes the touch, he's running centrally, tries to roll back, but Turner gets another challenge into it. Only goes, though, back here to Oliver, though. Well, they try to ball forward, Turner blocks it again. Turner having a good game in midfield today. Back with Potter. Potter trying to look for that gap in the Steel's defence. He can't find it at the moment as it's spread out wide to Forster, who passes it centrally to Potter. Potter's going to try and break down the line. He is in the box, but a standing challenge from Turner takes it away from him. He's going to block it. Look, it's on the edge of the well, the byline there, and it's going to go out for a goal kick to the Steels. So it's back here for Townsend to take this goal kick. So here comes the long ball from Townsend, who Rawson's going to try and win this header. He does, but that was a very little push that Rawson's been penalised for. The sort you'd actually expect from a target man is, well, a man with the stature of a target man. He doesn't like being called a target man, Luke.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
Won it by 10 points.
Oliver here will take this free kick. It's only 5 yards into the Steel's half here, but they're trying to use it here. Ball going through here, but being well cut out there by Turner. Gets to McCaskill, just needs to turn and have a run at his man. So he's going to try the ball, long ball through to Ross. Ross trying to advance, but Hodgson, who comes out of his box quite a bit, has cleared it out very well, but only back to Bailey Baker, who I think was getting urged to shoot with the keeper off his line. He didn't take that opportunity and is now back with the goalkeeper. Shildon are 2-0 up on Carlton Town. Billy Grulich-Smith has scored there, and Grimsby Borough also 2-0 up on Consett. Tyler Edwards scoring in that game. Sheffield Wednesday have just equalised through Malik Wilkes in that game, 1-1 in the FA Cup there. Just to let you know, the team in South Yorkshire that's won the most FA Cup games this season is Stocksbridge Park Steels. As Stocksbridge have headed that one away. That stat, by the way, will stay unless one of the teams get to the semi-finals. Ball going long here. Lewis McCaskill may have the beaten of man. He takes a touch and he just can't get under. He still has it, Lewis. He just needs to get the space there. He just can't, he just needs to hit it earlier sometimes, Lewis McCaskill. I think looks for the perfect opportunity a few too many times, and sometimes you've got to take a scrappy one. It was a very scrappy goal what he scored, and I thought that might have been the lesson to him. It isn't. Back with Hodgson now. He rolls it out just into the centre back for Walker. Now with Oliver, who's just got it caught in his feet, but gets it back to Fogarty, who rolls it out in front of him. Fogarty going to slip it through here to Van Zanvlier and gets it to Foster on the right-hand side. Foster takes a touch. He's going to loop a ball looking for Wilson. It's a good-looking ball, but the offside flag saves Stocksbridge on that occasion.
Keep going, Lou.
So 76 minutes gone in this game so far. And it looks like North Shields are bringing 2 substitutions on. Daniel Turner is one of them, with Cunningham coming off. I think it's Daniel Wilson is the other man coming off as well, the big target man who I'm surprised is going off. Van Zanvlier switching seemingly to the left wing now, by the way. Well, into centre midfield actually. I haven't seen the board for who the other man. It's David Robinson, the other man who has come on. Ball going long here from Stocksbridge. Rawson looks to win it, but headed away. Only centrally though. Back foot Turner who chests it down, and he's going to lose his track of the ball as it bounces off a few men, and I think he committed a bit of a foul there, but he's not being given. O'Connor wins it and gets it forward to McCaskill, but headed back away to Turner, who's going to take the touch, being charged there by Robinson on the back, but Turner gets it back out to O'Connor, takes the touch now to McCaskill, who's taking his time over the ball, is going to look for the overlap of Tinker. Tinker's going to slip the ball back to his mate O'Connor. O'Connor puts the ball over. Oh, it's the other side of the post. Back to Poole on the right-hand side, still with Stocksbridge at the moment. Poole tests the ball forward. Rawson takes it. It's in the net. Steels are 3-0 up. It's the substitution, Luke Rawson. And Luke Rawson has made it 3-0 to the Steels. It's a great little finish there, making the most of a second chance after O'Connor initially hit the post. The Steels now 3-0 up, and barring a disaster in defence, looking like they might be taking all 3 points back down to South Yorkshire. A fantastic performance from the Steels in this second half in particular. So just wait for North Shields, and I'm going to actually correct the teams now. And I can hear the away sport we've brought up on the coach with us. Some of them are now cheering us on and having a bit of a party over there on the left, down to the left of us. So, well, apparently I've just been told that Stockton are losing. Sorry, I was concentrating on the game in front of me. So, so what this means with Alex Marshall putting Longy to lead is that, as results stand, Stocksbridge Park Steels move to second in the table. Would you have believed that at the start of the season?
Okay, going Tinks.
So throwing here to Stocksbridge just right in front of us here. Jack Tinker going to take the throw in here. I'll try not to distract him too much because he tells me he can hear me sometimes when I'm doing this. Okay, I just saw him laugh as he said that, so he definitely heard me. Throws it down the line, Ross tries to head it on, but headed away there by North Shields. Another throw in for Stocksbridge further down the line. And it's back with Tinker here. Tinker going to try to throw it down to Rawson here, and it's going to be cleared away. Turner trying to be the first onto it. Turner does get another touch, appeals for a handball before North Shields proper clear air, but only back to Baker, who's going to take the touch and take a shot. It's drilled, but well saved by Hodgson. Bailey Baker looking for his first goal in a Steel shirt, not scored since 2020 when he scored for Spalding United. And it goes ball forward, and it's a good player, and it's gone here to Robinson, who takes a good touch, going to try to slip it through here. North Shields looking to turn there, but it's been cleared away. Okay, back now with Dylan Yumby, who's actually come on there, and so Yumby there. When did Yumby come on?
Okay.
Did Yumby come in for ball? That obviously happened during the goal when we were in the celebration. So Yumby on now, and we'll update the teams there as it comes on. It's on the right hand side here with Forster. Forster going to cut it back here to Oliver. Back now for Fogarty. As North Shields happy to pass it about. Rawson trying to close down. Steels aren't giving up just yet, but North Shields have kept it in play despite his pressure.
1-1 Stockton.
Oh, Stockton have equalised, so we're back to third. That excitement lasted very long, didn't it? North Shields continuing to have plenty of possession of the ball here as they're trying to get down the right side, but it's going to go out. It's going to be a North Shields throw-in. So we are in the 80th minute now. Last 10 minutes of this game. The Steels winning 3-0 in this match. Just seen John Renshaw go ole after the result, the news of that goal, and Grumpy Old Man going get in. Thank you for all your comments. It does actually help the stream when you comment because we get more prominent in the algorithm and all those mad computer things that Google does. Just with Van Zanvlier at the moment taking the touch, going to clip a good looking ball in, but Baker clears it, not very far, but Langton gets the full clearance on it. Matty, and a bit of a last clumsy challenge in there from McDonald. Definitely a challenge of anger from being 3-0 down. We'll see what the referee makes of that one. He's definitely summoning the player over. McDonald, it is going to be a yellow card for the fullback, who's had a bit of a tough time against Ify Faber at times today. Sorry, Graham's suggesting headlines, and they're as awful as you expect. And we'll say thanks to the Steels, the Robins are rocking no more at the moment. I thought I was going to get a pelters there from some of the home fans, to be honest. Pardon? It looks like Brother Curtis Turner was down after that challenge. Brother got the armband after Oscar we got off. He's back up to his feet, just a bit gingerly though. Back with Townsend to take. Grantham Town have gone 3-1 up on Sheffield FC. It's an unknown player, so mystery there. Townsend's going to send it long. Rawson's going to try and fight for the header. He does head it on for Yumby to try and chase, but it's been gathered there by Fogarty, and Yumby's going to catch him up, and Yumby's just got it off him. And it's with McCaskill now. God, the pace of Yumby's something to behold sometimes. Fortunately, McCaskill's pass is quite poor, and it's actually got it right back to Larmouth here. Yeah, back to left for McDonald, the recently booked player, who's going to push further forward. Get it onto the wing, but it's going to be well won by Baker there, and Langton's going to carry and clear it out. Blocked by North Shield. Appeals for a handball, not given. And It's back with North Shield, but McCaskill has blocked that ball for him. It's back with Tinker now, who is going to send it long, despite the pressure from David Robinson there. Back with poor ball, though. It's back with McDonald. Back here into the centre. So it's back with Walker now in the centre defence for North Shields. Going to get it across here to Connor Oliver, who's just taking his time with the ball. Taking the touch, going to get it to the right-hand side. I do say this, even though as he shoots a good bulky ball there, looking for Robinson. Robinson's going to try and cut it across. It's been blocked. Townsend's looking to be the first onto that, and he is. We'll say that I am still a tiny bit nervous. I remember how nervous it was about this time when Pontefract scored one back when we were 3-0 up away from home and made it a very nervy end, 3-2 So game's definitely not over yet. Long ball forward going to be cleared away by McDonald before Baker's got to fun, and Yumby's going to chase that down. He's got Walker trying to beat it. It is Yumby who wins that race, but a good challenge in from Walker there, and Walker's going to carry away the ball. There's Yumby getting a lesson of senior football that he's here for, after currently on loan from Bradford City. And some good little run there and a little diving daft challenge from Bailey Baker there. Yeah, I'm surprised it was on Van Zanvlier there, who was really looking very tricky and good on the ball. And now it's back with North Shields. And it's a poor pass from North Shields, gives it right back to Turner. Turner, though, didn't really have the options for the quick break. Back to Langton, who tries to get to McCaskill, but well won there by Evan Fogarty, who's going to carry the ball away. McCaskill has to shy away from the challenge, being on a booking at the moment. Gets it to Robinson on the right wing, who has looked quite bright since coming on. And it's going to just go out nice for a North Shields throw-in. So it's the 85th minute in this game now, as the Steels leading 3-0 as we close in towards the end of this match, as Stocksbridge look to just end it with as little drama as possible. Ball going down, thrown down at the edge, and it's going to just be caught in that corner for a bit, as North Shields do put a good quality ball. There's a shirt pull there on one of our defenders there as the ball went in. I think it was on Elliot Murray, but Stocksbridge cleared it out anyway. And it's going to be a throw into Steels there after a 50-50 challenge. Yeah, beautiful sky here at North Shields as the evening draws to a close as well. It's also called a red bloody cloud, Roger. Red sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. Throwing down here, but going to be... Well, and North Shields on the attack. They're taking a good-looking shot there, but it is going to be high and wide of their near post. So, hey, look, it's Dave's dog coming past. Stocksbridge are going to go even on points with Stockton as results stand at the moment, which is a big positive, as we do have 2 games in hand on them. Consett have just got one back against Grimsby Borough. Zach Atkinson has scored from the spot. It's 2-1 there at Consett. Consett are opponents next week, so if you're listening, please make sure you're at that game, because it will be at Brackenmore, as Turner just gathers the ball here. Going to drive centrally, but being tackled there, and it's gone loose and cleared out, but only back to Turner here. Turner's looking to try and slip through to McCaskill, well blocked off by Forster, who's, I think, had a very, very good game, Stephen Forster, for Consett. And Langton blocks off that clearance out, and McCaskill there actually just beats the side challenger Forster and trying to get through to Rawson. Rawson just looking to see if he can find McCaskill. Some lovely play from Rawson, but Fogarty's just coming in, collected it well. Rawson continues to close it down, and it's going to be a throw-in here. Yeah, for the home side. So just... Oh. just to make things a little bit worse. Just to make things a little bit worse for North Shields, we've won the golden goal as well, Stocksbridge, today. Our photographer, Clint, has actually won the golden goal here. As McCaskill tried to pressure down here, but North Shields are able to clear it away. Just so you know, Pontefract Collieries have just had their red card for the day. Kyle Trenery, who I think is our new goalkeeper, has just been sent off. So I think they'd got a few games out of red card, Pontefract. As Tinker just clears that one away, Yumby's going to try and chase it down, and actually it goes to McDonald, he slices it, and Yumby's going to harass him before McDonald is able to get him away. Goes back into the defence for Walker, who sends it long here. Now back here for Turner. The substitution, he gets tackled a bit from Yumby, but Turner keeps the ball, and he's going to get back to Fogarty in central defence here. Now back for Forster. Into the midfield for Oliver, but Turner's going to clip the ball over time. Yumby's going to get this in his path. Yumby's going to look to try and beat him pace. He tries to throw it, and he actually earns the foul, Yumby. So it's a late free kick for the Steels as we enter the 88th minute of the game. Just so you know, apparently, Trenery, the Pontefract goalkeeper, was sent off for hauling down James Hansen outside the box. I don't think he has the pace to worry if he's outside the box, to be fair, anymore. And Worksop have doubled their lead. Vaughan Redford scoring for them. It's actually Mitch Langton who's going to take this free kick. And he's going to boot it right into the box. Ross tries to get up, but it's headed away there by North Shields. Going to row out, and it's going to be a throw-in, I think it was. As North Shields prepare to put the board up, I believe that is. Yeah, we should see how much added time is on very soon. Looks like 4 from this, but so we just are waiting for Langton to go. We are waiting for the board to go up as well. I think he's just waiting for the OK from the rest. Here comes Langton's corner, and he hits the bar from the corner there. Yeah. Now it's back to O'Connor. O'Connor's going to take a touch. Spread it out here to McCaskill here. McCaskill going to try and get down to the byline here, trying to beat his man. He's hauled down, appeals for a penalty, not given. And it's going to be North Shields to carry away, and there's actually a foul given there on Yumby committing the foul. And I believe Yumby might be getting, the card is out for the referee. Is Yumby getting a yellow card for that? That's surprising. But Dylan Yumby will, I believe that will be his very first yellow. Is it not his first yellow card? When did he get another one?
Debut or second.
When did he get one in his debut? So Dylan Yumby, who scored that absolute cracker against North Shields back at Brecon Moor to equalise in that game, he's getting booked here today. So it's back here with Fogarty being closed down by Rawson. They're sending it long here. Murray knees it away though. And it's going to be headed away by Oglesby. And it's just going to go to the right side from North Shields and they go out for a North Shields throw-in. A Stocksbridge throw-in, I mean. Long Eaton have drawn with Stockton 1-1, so we will not be moving up to second today. And it's back now for Tinker to take this throw-in. As the game gets very, very close to the end now.
Actually against North Shields.
North Shields, it was, his last booking was against North Shields as well. Look at that. Obviously, Yumby gets wound up facing this slot, it seems. As there's actually a North Shields attack here, as it's being played to Van Zanvlier here, the local lad with the Dutch name, tries to slip it through. It is through, but it's been well tackled, and Stocksbridge trying to clear it away. And it's Yumby who actually going to gather it, and he's going to send it through, trying to look for Olsen. It's not a great pass. It's going to be a foul on Yumby as the pass was cleared out. And that's one of our fans getting a bit irritated. I do like having a loud away support for once. Well, at least some noise from our away support. So, if you're in the comments, by the way, I know you're only listening, but if you are, do tell me who you think had the better man of the match from here, because we'll be discussing that afterwards. As the ball goes through here, Rawson trying to get onto it, but it goes over him. Yumby trying to chase onto it, only back to North Shields' defence that clear it out, and it goes to Potu, passes it back to Oliver. Looking for the run there of Robinson, but Oglesby reads it, and he gets it through to McCaskill now, who's over the top for Turner to try and chase down, and it goes back there to the number 2, who passes it back to Hodgson. Throw in here for the Steels, quite close to the box here. Currently in the 93rd minute of this match. Very, very close to full time now. So Tinker here throws it into the box to Rawson, who chest it down, but it's been taken away from him, and North Shields still have the ball, and O'Connor wrestles down his man as he tried to get the ball back here. Free kick to North Shields on the edge of their own box on that right hand side. It's actually on the corner of the box here. Okay, I've just seen Ian Sutton's comment, spectacular turnaround. Early in the season it looked like we'd been, and it's full time actually, so I won't finish your comment in, but we will say it's full time. Stocksbridge Park Steels have won this game 3-0. A first half goal from If Your Favour, who raced on to finish a 1-on-1. Then some good play allowed to Lewis McCaskill. A bit of a scruffy effort, but it went in nonetheless. And then Luke Rawson scoring from close range to make it 3-0. The Seals continue on their playoff push as they get another win here in the North East with this 3-0 win over North Shields. We will see you at Concert next week in a home match at Brackenmore. We hope everyone listening will get down to Brackenmore to supporters, and we'll see you for the post-match stuff, including interviews a bit later on. I've been Adam Allcroft, your commentator for this match, and it's been a great game here. We'll see you next week.